Greetings, Broth Bards and Saucerers, and of course this delightful dragon, to another installment of Rolling for Noodles, where I let the dice decide my dinner. Today's dice are this very regal blue and gold set, and let's get straight on to rolling for broth, and we get a rather unroyal packet broth. This is a Korean-style spicy packet broth, which I'm just going to add into my water along with the freeze-dried veggies, and hope the other rolls can uplift the end result. I'm not actually rolling for noodles this week because I treated myself to something a little special. Hidden in the back streets of Chinatown, there's a little place called Lo's Noodle Factory, which makes the best ho fun and chung fun. Since these are fresh, I don't really need to hydrate them, just stir them into hot water to refresh them. And doing so in the broth will give the soup a slightly thicker texture. Rolling for main gives us chicken. Now I've got some nice velvetized chicken breast, and since the noodles are going to be so quick cooking, I think it's probably better to do this in the wok first to make sure it's cooked through. If we roll for vegetables, celery and radish is probably a good combination for this meal. Crunchy and hard, I can add these to the wok and quickly stir fry them with the chicken before adding it all back into the ho fun. Let's see what wild magic is going to do to my beloved noodles. Well, we knew we'd have to face the cheese eventually, and I suppose this is as good a time as any. I was worried that the Korean spicy broth would be a little too much for me, so hopefully the creaminess of this cheese should negate a lot of it. This is apparently the way we add cheese to noodles, a slice or two of this heavily processed cheese laid on and stirred in whilst the broth is piping hot. Or do absolutely nothing. Well, let's see how this has turned out. Veggies are nice and crunchy and the spice works very well with them. The noodles and cheese work? I'm not sure there's some big life-changing food hack, but I can see why people do it. So it's definitely a 好吃. If you're watching this in the week that the video is released and are near London, I'm going to be wandering around Dragon Meat at the Exile Centre on the 29th, and we'll have some freebies to hand out to those who find me. And next week I have some extra special ingredients to try from my time in Turin. So make sure you hit subscribe or follow my social media accounts so you can join me next time for a very special Rolling for Noodles.